Hey guys, it's Warren and Mary. We're bringing you along in what we call Campfire Chats. We're out here on Montana Mountain. We have had a wonderful day just exploring on the trails. We found camp here in this beautiful little valley, and we are sitting by the fire having some chats and a couple beers and enjoying the night before bedtime. So we just thought we'd turn the camera on and kind of see where Mary and I are both at with this adventure that we're having. We just lifted, we didn't lift, we just added mods to Adams to be able to put the cap and the rooftop tent on. So we're breaking that in tonight. We're kind of trying to get organized. We're trying to build Mary a kitchen out of her JK. She enjoys cooking, so you'll see some videos on her meals that she's preparing for us. I don't know. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a fun night. So we actually found this campsite this past weekend. We've been on this trail several times, but we brought my cousin out here, and we were just driving around, and this happened to be the place where we turned around, and the scenery here, the views are beautiful. The fire pit was great. It just looked like a great place to camp out. So we tried it out tonight for our trial run of the tent, and it's been beautiful. The night's been great. The campsite's been exactly what we expected. We had some dinner, and so now we're unwinding. I think the setup went quick. The tent went up really easy. Yeah, everything fell together really well.
Yeah, I think folded. I think we got a good campsite. The ground was level. We didn't really have to do any leveling when we got here.
No.
Tent went up, and I mean that the kitchen came out pretty smoothly. I think we're finding a few things that we need to improve upon, but I mean I think that's overlanding. You'll always find something to adjust or improve upon.
Yeah. So, from my perspective, I guess, after dinner we were cleaning up, and we brought water to do dishes, but the water was just obviously dripping down onto the ground. I don't know. There's got to be a better setup for dishes, though. Than I guess we didn't really think too far ahead on that. We were more concerned about our sleeping quarters or cooking quarters, and cleanup was just kind of an afterthought. So we're going to have to put a little bit more thought into that. But otherwise, so far, everything's gone smooth.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the night goes. We've got a lot of sleeping bags that are unfolded and up in the rooftop tent, but I don't know what it's going to get to 47 or 42 tonight.
Yeah, so we have a little buddy heater at home, and we debated on whether or not we should bring it. I'm a little weird about hot things in my bed. Like, I don't even like electric blankets. They scare me. And even Warren was a little concerned about putting the buddy heater in the tent. You know, nobody wants to accidentally start a fire or get burnt or anything. So we're curious, you know, if you are comfortable with your buddy heater in your tent, comment below, let us know. Just wondering how many other people think the way we think.
Oh, we call it in the rooftop tent. It's like you're in bed. It's not like you're in a tent. Like, and the buddy heater's got open flame. Like, I'm for sure to stick my toe in it in the middle of the night. Like, I don't lay still all night long. I toss and turn.
Absolutely, I do too. Like, I have no control of what I do in the middle of the night. So,
I don't know. Well, I'm still a little concerned. I mean, I know you don't like electric blankets, but it seems like the safest route. But
no, I think I would be comfortable with that. I would completely be comfortable with it. I'm just saying, like, that's like my comfort level. Like, I'm not even very comfortable with that.
Oh,
so actually putting an open flame,
don't even like
heating really
pads and
puts me
stuff
over
at
the
home.
top.
So,
but
yeah, so we're. I mean, granted, the rest of the country is freezing. We're at 47, but
Yeah, we
It's
had
very
friends in
cold to us.
Illinois who posted this morning that it was, I think, -6 in Illinois, but felt like -23 or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. That's
So,
cold.
yeah.
I've forgotten what that kind of cold is. Like, we're cold at 47, so that's what's really scares me.
And that's after like 6 years in Arizona, I think.
Yeah.
And when we lived in Illinois, 47 was like shorts weather. But now that we're in Arizona and have been here enough years, I guess, to acclimate to the temperature, 47 is apparently huggle. So it's apparently huggle weather. So as you can see, we look a little extra fluffier tonight.
At least we have an excuse tonight.
We have an excuse. These are what huggles. I
think
don't
they're
know
called
how
huggles.
to.
Yeah.
But they're the best. They keep you warm. They're like an extra huge like sweatshirt made out of like a really nice blanket material. So I would like a whole bedding set made out of this. If we could get somebody to make us
a pajama set.
A pajama set.
Yeah, with footies.
With
footies. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I
I'm
think
here-
one of our best camping accessories
It really
that we've
is.
invested
That's so
in.
sad. We bought it to sit around the fire, which we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sitting out here. I think I have a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a flannel shirt, and this hoodie, and the huggle on. So I mean, like, my poor legs only have one layer. I don't know how they're going to survive, but I don't know. Our blood really thinned out for some reason because I used to run with the Jeep top down, and at 50 degrees, I felt like it was summertime, but that was coming out -20, I guess. So it's all relative and perspective, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know. I might have to actually try those quilted thick socks I bought.
Yeah, we bought. They're like inflatable or something.
Well, they're like a slick material. They're almost like a sleeping bag material, but they're socks that you put on. We went camping one time on the rim. Mongolian rim. Yep. And it was, I think, 50 maybe, like tonight, 47 or so, and I almost froze on the ground. I felt like I was dying. My toes were cramping up. My hands were cold.
But to be fair, so tonight we're in a rooftop tent. It's a little different. You're not on the ground.
Right.
And we had 3 tents with us that night. And you, being the gentleman that you are, took the thinnest of all the sleeping bags. So while the other 2 tents were very warm. So I don't know that it was necessarily the temperature was cold, but
so
I think you're going to feel a little different tonight because you're going to be up higher.
Yeah, we're off the
we've
ground.
got a couple sleeping bags that are rated for freezing temperatures, and we've got them layered, and we've got sheets and sleeping bag underneath us to keep the bottom and the tops warm. So I think we should be fine.
True. I think it'd be a lot better tonight. So
yeah, it's crazy. We're just listening to the owls talk to each other.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
they're like distantly talking.
It's like in surround sound.
Yeah,
too. It's like I heard coming from this direction and
that direction. Yep.
I think it's like a Big Dipper or the Little Dipper. You see it?
That's like the Big Dipper. No, it's the Big Dipper.
Yeah. The stars are crazy out here. It's probably not going to convey in the video, but we had we got here. The skies were clear. Then we had some clouds blow by, and it's starting to clear up again. And the stars are amazing.
Oh, they really are coming out and look up lately.
Yeah, they're like everywhere. Like,
yeah, they're in a little bit of cloud cover. They are popping tonight. That looks beautiful.
They're everywhere. It's pretty amazing. It's one of the best things about
the moon's setting at 11 or so tonight.
Yeah, it's gone behind
it's gone behind the mountain.
What time is it? Yeah, 11.
Is it 11?
It's 11:05 and the moon's gone behind
the mountain. It keeps setting. It's going to get darker and those stars are going to be brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful out. That's why we come out to the desert. Mm-hmm. We could sit in the city and we wouldn't see anything, so.
No.
Not as much as we see out here, but. No. That's why we overland, right, guys? That's why we get out and adventure.
Yeah. So how are you liking your setup? Like how did it drive on the trail? So now that you've added, how many pounds did you add to it?
Without gear, I think it is probably close to 500 pounds we put on the
So that's what the
truck
the
bed.
rack,
So
and the tent, but not loaded.
That's the deck system.
Oh, the deck system too.
The RLD design cap, the rack, and the tent. I'm guessing at about 500 pounds.
Yeah.
And then like coming out here, we had 4 50-pound bags of firewood in the back, 7 gallons of water.
Yeah.
We had quite a bit of weight back there.
Yeah.
And you could really feel it. I was telling Mary that I went from a Gladiator, it looked like a Tonka truck. It was like Matchbox cars. It was this big tires and had a tonneau cover, and now we put the cap on it and the rooftop tent. We went from kind of off-road Tonka truck to overlanding vehicle, and it's just something to adjust to. The trails, you can feel it. The weight's there. I'm gonna probably call Deutsch Auto and here in Mesa or Gilbert. I'm not sure where. Gilbert maybe. In Arizona, they're a top-notch off-road company that. And maybe look at the gearing and look at the suspension a little bit and get some airbags or something on it to lift the butt a little bit. But you can feel it. But man, we got the camp and it folded out and the canopy opened up, and there's so much potential. Like you could just see it starting to happen. That it's pretty exciting too.
Yeah, and so he was saying it went from one vehicle to another. So kind of we were crawling a little bit more, but now we're moving to overlanding. So while there's going to be some people who maybe don't want all this on the back of their truck, that's completely fine for them. But for what we're wanting to do right now and we're doing, it's absolutely what we want. So I think we're enjoying it.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Some people want to crawl and they're not going to do that with this.
Yeah.
But we would just personally get out and travel and see more and overland.
I think our goal is to come do this, or we stay the night in places that other people can't get, like normal cars can't get. That's where we're at. Yeah, you could go buy a Suburban and travel, right? Or you could do Airbnb, or you could do.
Or you can get a Saturn and do Crown King, but it might sit there for months.
Probably.
I mean, we don't know. Tried.
There's a Saturn car sitting. So Backway to Crown King is a difficult trail we did.
Do you think you could do it with this?
4 months? Yeah, not the hard stuff. I'd have to take the bypasses because it is real. My center of gravity is way off. Like you could feel it bobbing and weaving up there.
And I could kind of see it. You remember when I said when we hit that first, I could kind of see it. Like, I'm like, how did that feel?
Yeah. You could feel like you're top heavy, but you have to keep in mind it has a new purpose. It's not to crawl over rocks. It's to.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because we found a really cool camp spot on the top of the Backway to Crown King with the swing set, that swing in the tree.
Oh.
Can we get there? Can we still do that?
Yeah. I would say we could probably still do it back. You want to go the back way? Yeah. We could go the front way and do it too.
That's true because it's right past town, honestly.
It's past town, yeah.
We could do it.
But it was very cool. I mean, like right now it'd be freaking cold up there. Like.
Oh no, yeah.
They may have snow up there by now.
That would be like a summer in Phoenix thing where it's like 90 to 100 degrees in Phoenix and it's like 70, 80 in Crown King. Yeah. It's definitely a summer one.
But yeah, it's still on my list to do. I don't know how we get in there. I'd like to do Backway.
It wasn't too far from that main town. We just go across that. Yeah, I mean, I think we could find it if we went the.
You don't turn and go over the bridge into town. You just keep going straight. Yeah, I think we could do it.
Yeah.
I would not take the difficult stuff. And I know there's a portion of Backway to Crown King where you have no choice. Mm-hmm. But I still think you could make it.
Yeah.
But man,
what about
that
Broken Arrow
campsite
in
was
Sedona?
nice.
I mean, like, aside from the devil's staircase, I mean, that's the hardest part. You think you can do the staircase and that?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
I don't think there's any
Because
like,
it's not.
a weight shift issue. It's just
No.
dropping down through it. I mean, it would. My more concern would be like the pinstripes on the tent. Like it sits up so
Oh,
high.
yeah.
There are some spots where trees and stuff are pretty close in there. I mean, like what I
But
remember.
you got
After
the
we
hard
look at our
top,
video,
right?
yeah.
So at least it's going to protect the fabric,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, you
so
don't want
It
pinstripe,
just better get used to
But-
that out here. Yeah.
but
Pinstripes.
it's gonna, right? The hard top should protect the fabric.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we'd have to really, yeah. So, yeah, that's probably the bummer part of it. Like, Sedona's only 2 hours for us. Unless we're going camping, it's hard to haul that whole. It's hard to think of doing those trails with the tent on top
Yeah.
of it if we're not camping. You
Yeah.
know, like,
But that's another thing we talked about, and I'm sorry, the smoke's getting in my eyes.
That's-
So if I keep rubbing my
Stop
eyes, that's
crying.
why. But we talked about using his Gladiator as kind of our home base. So the nice thing is we've got the two vehicles.
mhm.
So and we've got all these great places within driving distance. You know, Sedona's only a couple hours, so it's not really a big deal for both of us to drive. We go. He said we set up home base here. We've got the tent set up, and then we take Ansel, the Wrangler, and we do the trails or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what we talk like Easter Jeep.
Yeah.
Easter Jeep Safari this year. We're gonna take both rides down or up to that in Moab, and then maybe find our camping spot and just leave the Gladiator set up as home base and take the JK as
Yeah.
our runaround vehicle, our roamer vehicle. But
Yeah, it's nice that we have that opportunity to kind of do a little bit of both. We
Yeah.
can have the overlanding and the
yeah,
more difficult trails.
I mean, part of what we bought both of them and set it up was to back each other up, like never go on a trail alone kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Moab and the Sedona, you're never alone. There's always somebody around, tell you the truth.
No, but like around here, like
Here, you could end up in the desert, which we could still run together. I mean, like,
and we do. We have.
we're just not rock crawlers.
Yeah.
We're over. I
No.
mean, you have to admit that we're just not rock crawlers
No.
together.
And we totally have ridden together, and I'm sure we will, several times more. It's not unusual for us to do that, but I think one thing we've noticed is when you're driving as opposed to riding, it's just a nicer ride.
Well, it's so
You have
much fun.
something to brace against.
Well,
You're bouncing around. You have nothing to hold on to.
It's more fun to be in control of the vehicle and picking the line
And that could be a personality. There may be people who don't care, like they don't want to do that, but it's probably a personality thing where we both want to.
Well,
do
yeah, that was.
You heard? You heard the rattlesnake?
I assume it was a dragonfly. You never know out here.
This is the desert. Don't assume.
Never assume anything in the desert. If it rattles, run. We went to that park when I first moved out here. Riparian Park.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out doing pictures, and my ankle hit some weed that had like seeds in it. It rattled like a rattlesnake. Scared me to death. And I was brand new out here from the Midwest. And I'd seen an old.
Did you scream?
I definitely jumped like a girl. Well,
Girls jump pretty good.
Jump really well. Sorry.
That's okay.
I definitely jumped like a chicken.
Man, what a beautiful morning. There's like thousands of cactuses.
There is.
It's pretty cool. The saguaro, I think it's just in Arizona and New Mexico, or Mexico maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I think a lot of people out here take them for granted. Like, they're really cool. You know, the first year you're out here, you're like, these are amazing. But when you come to some place like this, and they're just all together, just everywhere, and they're just so tall. It's just pretty amazing. They're beautiful.
I didn't know they've been around for so long. I mean,
Yeah.
75 years to grow your first arm.
Right?
So, and there's ones out here with multiple arms on them. I mean, they've been around forever, and they're protected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a picture of one and I'll show it. Maybe I'll, depending on how good the picture is. I don't know, or it's not anything dramatic right now, but we'll share it. It's just a huge cactus, and he's got all these curly arms. Definitely got character. And if you're on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. I'm gonna post a picture of the cactus that got me. Got me in the arm. He's actually got a smiley face. Unfortunately, I think maybe somebody carved it into him, but could have been birds.
Could have been, yeah. Hopefully it wasn't man-made, because they are beautiful. I can't imagine.
Or maybe it's just his expression. Can I fix you another burrito? Or scramble? Are you good right now?
You know what? This is good. I'm gonna go grab another one. You need anything?
No, I'm good. Did I turn the stove off? That's such an old lady question.
Baked potato with sausage left.
I'm good. I am full. And I still got a couple bites left.
What's that?
I said I'm full and I still got a couple bites left on my plate.
Can't say being full's ever stopped me before. Being thin is one thing I've never been good at.
I've never tried.
I've never tried.
I've always not
enjoyed
been.
my food too much.
I've always not been thin.
Me too.
It's okay. We all come in different shapes and sizes.
See, midlife, we're doing pretty good, babe.
All you can do is try your best.
Yep. Try your best and have fun doing it. You can be skinny, but it might be a miserable life just eating rice cakes and water. Might be a life not worth living. Just to be skinny. Just be healthy, happy, and
Yeah. Horny. Healthy, happy.
healthy, happy, and horny. Amen. Enjoy your health as long as you have it. How many people our age can't even walk and talk and get out here like this? So
Yeah.
appreciate what we have. Pretty beautiful life.
I don't think the bees got the memo that it's winter. Aren't they supposed to be hibernating?
I think they hibernated down here. She's like, oh no. You know, we have Midwest bees visiting us now.
In all honesty, I think I prefer the Midwest bees. They don't come in swarms like those bees here. what, African?
African killer bees. Yeah, those are concerning bees.
Yeah. I think those scare me more than like rattlesnakes, because from stories I've read, those swarms of bees here in Phoenix, now it doesn't happen often, but there's attacks where you just have nowhere to escape. And even they say, even if you try to go underwater or something like that, the swarm waiting for you to pop up. It's like until you can get inside. And if you're out hiking and whatever, there's not anywhere for you to escape inside.
Yeah, there have been people killed that way.
Like there's just no way to escape them.
Swarm on a guy on the trail and ends up dead.
Fortunately, that's not very common. But
Yeah. When I say the desert's pretty, but it's out to kill you. Everything has thorns and venom out here, but
yeah, my elbow can attest to that.
our elbow's burning right now. What's the plan for time to clean up? And
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple
slowly,
pictures, maybe somebody drone up, just depending on my battery situation. But take a couple shots of this beautiful area, then we can clean up, pack up, head down the road to Elephant Arch, see how that's looking this morning, and then maybe
explore a little
head
bit
back.
and head home.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome for the. Now we both kind of set up. We can. They could come down here in the winter. We go up there in the, like summertime when it's cool. It's cooler up there.
Yeah.
Like what do they call it? Foreign students. They switch
like
houses.
exchange students.
Yeah, exchange. We could be exchange campers. Drive down with their rooftop tent, and we'll drive up with ours, and
Yeah. I am going to go rinse off these dishes for my camera.
right. I'm going to go and help you rinse off the dishes, clean up the camp. It's a beautiful morning.